Hurts. Picked off. Intercepted, and now the ball's out, and Hurts ends up with the ball in his hands. He fumbles. Chargers ball. Troy Dye ends up on the ball. And what a mess of a play. First to Sean Hand had it.
Interception. Fumbled by the defense, recovered by the offense. Fumbled by the offense, and recovered by the defense. Change of possession.
For the tie, no Shador. It's Judkins on the direct snap. He was supposed to pitch it, but didn't and couldn't. And now he's going to have to throw it, and he does. And it's incomplete. And the Titans hold him.
You're right there. He lost his mind for a second. And then there was going to be a throwback, and the whole thing is just a disaster.
That looked like a Christmas Vacation movie. I don't know why you wouldn't want Shador Sanders out there.
It's showtime now for Kansas City to win this game with that depleted offensive line. They have to win these.
Quick snap. It's deflected. Mahomes catches his own pass. He can run with it, but he's brought down back at the 30-yard line. Anderson back there, so that'll be a completion and a loss of 11.
Got to be a run here. Oh, boy.
Went up top. Batted down. Ball's in the air. And Rodgers was fighting for it.
You'll go right back to this as Rodgers tries to tip it back to himself. Should have let that one go. Oh! And with a broken wrist, still tries to. Oh, he might be down.
Yeah, Buchanan was the one he was battling with, who they say was the one in the end who caught the football.
Yeah, but if Rodgers is down right there, if he still has possession, his knee's on the ground.
He is on the ground.
Comes out. But this won't be challengeable. This will, with the turnover, it'll just.
Operation clean, and the kick. No good. And that is Kansas City 2025.
And continue to eliminate the yards after contact and after the catch.
I said first down, a little bit short there. Johnson again with a big hole, and he stumbles and loses his footing. The snow tackles Ty Johnson, robs him of a touchdown.
He's never going to hear the end of that one. I mean, he was gone. There was not a guy in front of him, and he just loses his footing. You know, one of the big issues.
To the 42-yard line. Pressure again. Prescott escaping. Under pressure, throws, and it's knocked down.
But that looks like a lateral. That's a backwards pass.
It sure does.
And Ferguson, luckily for the Cowboys, jumps on top of that.
As we're down to 21 seconds now left in the second. Tagovailoa from the gun. Boy, Wright wasn't expecting that pass. Is that a live ball? The official's going to say incomplete. So they're going to rule it a forward pass. Boy, that was close. Huge sigh of relief down on that Miami sideline.
Well, that didn't look like a forward pass.
I was going to first glance. That did look like it was backwards.
I'm surprised.
Burrow hopping around. Lost the ball. And a failed two-point conversion this time.
Now keeps this as a touchdown game. Well defended. Right there, I thought Burrow was thinking he was going to get up there and try to take it in himself.
Jets go heavy package with an extra offensive lineman on 3rd and 1. Football is loose. Never had it cleanly. Looks like Cook does recover for the Jets, but a disastrous sequence. And once again, the drive is going to stall out.
As you know, they haven't been able to convert on 3rd downs in this game so far.
Football is loose. Ollie Gordon on his first opportunity of the day. As the Dolphins retain possession, it was Gordon himself.
And good beginning field position. Oh, a bobbled ball. The rain is falling, and that is an issue. And he falls down, and they lose on the play.
Some will see Rams-Cardinals coming up next right here on Fox. Check local listings for the game in your area. Fumbled snap, and Locke will just pick this up and get back to the line of scrimmage, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
2nd and 10. Texans bring 4. Mahomes getting it out. Kelsey couldn't hang on. And Alshire has the interception.
Kelsey had his hands on it and basically hands it back to Alshire off his own helmet, who's there to make the play. And the season is being defined by miscues from the stars. I mean, Rashee Rice, Kelsey, Mahomes looking up off the ground, the decision by Andy Reid. I mean, all of that has played.
Still do because of what he's able to create. But he'd sure make life a lot easier on himself.
Hurts down the middle and tipped and picked. Intercepted by Cam Hart off the hands of A.J. Brown. And another turnover. The throw was high, and A.J. Brown couldn't pull it in. And Cam Hart gets his first of the year.
Well, this ball has some heat on it. You're going to see Brown as he runs the in route. But even though it is high,
well, he's so right with those explosive plays. 4 of them for 25 yards or more. Meanwhile, it's deflected, intercepted by the Lions. And that is Barnes. Derek Barnes, the linebacker, comes up with the gift. And the Lions back in immediate business.
You know, that quick slant has been so effective all year, and especially last week. But I think Robertson, it comes
at many levels, going all the way down to high school here in the state of Georgia. And I think you just see the game and the preparation differently than others.
Juggled and intercepted. It ends up in the hands of Devin Witherspoon. Off about 4 different players looking for David Sills. And Witherspoon with the pick.
From the 33.
Oh my goodness! Look out here! Christian Benford gift wrapped the other way! Touchdown! What just happened? 67 yards!
I'll tell you one thing that we know about Joe Burrow.
He ain't phased.
He's going to come out this next possession and he's going to let it rip. That is going to have no impact on him going forward. This is quarterback play, to your point, other than the last play. The rest of the game is about as good a quarterback play as you can have on both sides of the ball, and it just feels a one-score game with one of these quarterbacks is the way it should be.
Burrow has it hit at the line and picked again. Lightning strikes twice for Buffalo. A.J. Epinesa gets this one.
All right, we got to stop saying good quarterback play.
Forget it.
It's just the last 2 plays are an absolute nightmare for Cincinnati and a Buffalo defense that early on today.
Turpin sets up on the left. Prescott fires, and that's going to be taken for a first down. So Pickens responds, and the ball gets loose at the end.
Incredible throw and a good job with strong hands. Here he's just trying to make a play. He's got to go down. We appreciate and respect what he's trying to do, but with 4 defenders around him, the ball gets away.
Well, now 8 for 8 in the second half. Cook. James Cook
Makes his way through, stays on his feet, inside the 5, into the end zone, touchdown. James Cook gives Buffalo the lead.
Stadium just went from deafening to silent because I don't think anybody saw the initial flag. Everyone was just watching James Cook do a dive in the snow.
Since the fact that they did actually change the ruling on the field, there is no timeout charge and there's no challenge on that. So, but it is clearly a fumble. They got a shot of that. Then it's like, did it go over the top of the pylon? Did it get inside? I think there was this shot here that shows you that the ball was actually short of the goal line when it crossed the sideline. So, crazy little play as we seem to get every week.
Bills looking for their first lead of the day.
James Cook reaches again. He lost it, and Cincinnati's got it. You just said it. Careful reaching the ball.
But Jason, these are the plays that scare Patrick Graham way more than Bo Nix being in the pocket.
Yeah, this is when Bo Nix seems to be at his best.
And fair catch called for at the 10. Wow. Look out.
Shades of last week.
It's an adventure out there. You know, Hecker went down as well.
Minimal wind, a lot of rain, and looking up into those raindrops will be Johnson. Cutting it bounce at the 35, trying to get it.
Watch the legs.
Here's Jackson. Gets past Queen. Dumps it up. Oh, Bateman drops the football. He had the first down, and all he had to do was kiss past Porter for a touchdown. It was there for the taking.
It was. And watch this pressure. Queen's going to come flying in and go right past Ali, so now Lamar has to take.
Mayfield and this offense have generated a lot of comebacks this season. A lot to begin the season. It's 1st and 15. Gedeke a block to the end zone. Right off his hands. Apuka had it incomplete.
Mate, watch this. It's going to be a quick little out and up. He's able to get inside the corner.
Boy, he did.
That's a walk-in. Maybe a little bit too hard under the conditions, but
catchable.
That's one Abuka's going to catch 9 times out of 10.
They lead the NFL in penalties per game, 8.7. No timeouts remaining. 2nd and goal. Moving pocket. Lawrence throws against the grain, and it glances off the hands of Patrick. Incomplete. Kenny Moore, the second, in coverage.
This play was designed the entire time to go back that way.
Let's take a look all the way to the ground. Not a lot of arguing.
Right there.
Yep.
Snaps last week, so the Jets really thin at linebacker right now.
Tagovailoa over the middle. It was deflected. Batted in the air. Boy, nearly picked.
Well, for a football team that's looking for their first interception of the season, you'd love it for it to come at that time.
So good to go along with the 2 edge rushers on this top-ranked defense. 27, Mahomes. In the middle, Noah Gray couldn't bring it in.
This is what they do right here. You know, they go block and release, block and release. We've seen this become an art form in Kansas City. But you got to hit this. You know, those that's 5-6 yards, big deal. But it's 2nd and 4.
It was fashionable on that Miami sideline. 2nd and 6. Tagovailoa faking a handoff out of the backfield. And Jalen Wright unable to squeeze it.
Really nice play from Jamian Sherwood. Now, the Jets, look, they have athletic linebackers. Quincy Williams, he can run. Jamian Sherwood, he's 6'2", 216 pounds. He could fly, tackling machine. And he just reads it, and Wright just can't bring that in. And
Goff fires, and that is incomplete. They had 2 receivers both in that same area.
Not just to see a drop, but to have Jamison Williams. You could see St. Brown looked over his shoulder, almost surprised to see Williams there, and it made him hesitate, and that's why the ball got on him so quickly.
The right tackle of the Texans, 3rd and 14. Protected as Stroud, looking deep, trying middle too high. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Watch how open you're going to see Christian Kirk down the field here. I take that back. That's Hutchinson. That is a gaping hole.
Delpit on the blitz straight up the middle. And he had to get rid of it early. It still got to Van Jefferson, but he couldn't hold it. It was a great throw by Cam Ward under pressure from Delpit. Tyson Campbell was back there on the coverage.
And that is a drop, but watch Tyson Campbell.
This is playing like championship football here, right around the 5 yards, not too much. And so far, Kelsey has
pouring down on the players, gets to the outside, and ball's a little low and behind. I think that's a ball he can catch.
He only had 2 touches last week, and there was a cry in the media here in New Orleans. He's got to touch the ball more.
And they've got someone in Shane Steichen that can do it. Leonard throws. Almost intercepted. And it went through the hands of Murray and then off the helmet of Jones.
Through 2 hands on one play, neither able to make it.
He's been a very active runner this season for this team. Fake the run there, get it up quick, and Hunt couldn't bring it in.
short yardage situation, fake it, and then he's going to come out because you know that Will Anderson's going to crash down on the edge. Easy throw, easy catch, hit him right in the face mask.
As a play caller, and that's what he's been able to do.
Rachaad White in the backfield, Irving in motion, knocked away. Jordan, he almost had the ball on the ricochet, and he knows he had it. And he says something to Mayfield because of it.
But I thought, watch, he extends the right hand, or the left hand, he gets the tip, and then he nearly comes up with the interception. Look at it.
If he wants to run.
4th and 4. Mahomes stepping up, going middle, Rice dropped it. Through his hands, incomplete. The Texans will take over at the Chiefs 41.
A broken record for these Eagles. It's what they'd like to be able to do each and every week. That was Barkley in motion. Hurts can't find anywhere to go with it until now. He's got Brown downfield. Off his hands and incomplete. They had a chance for a big strike to start the night. With Tarheeb still in coverage, it was there, they couldn't connect.
Well, it's great protection. As you see, Jalen Hurts, he has all day in the pocket, and it's just A.J. Brown. He's just trying to give his court.
Zach Allen, watch the effort. As he comes through the middle, misses him there, stays with it, and affects the pass going down.
Minimum, get multiple teams to have multiple losses to get a chance to be a wild card. A lot on the line in the next 3:44. Mahomes, first down throw. Kelsey can't bring it in.
They don't miss this throw. Between the two of them, you probably could find 1 in 1,000.
That's where Puka excels.
And that time, as he heard you mention his name, Nakua,
I jinxed him.
unable to come up with it, and Evans comes out to punt for the first time today.
I was like,
we're coming back and going on 4th down.
Gino, incomplete. He threw it a little bit behind Trey Tucker.
He had him too. If he puts the ball in the right spot, that's a big first down for the Raiders. They'll have to come back and get it on 4th down. Andrew, you identified it. Watch where the ball placement is. Making him turn wide.
Does have some dual threat, some running ability that he showed in college.
Play action. Cook out of the backfield. Metzi drop. Boy, and he had a lot of green grass in front of him.
Yeah, they're going after the rookie. You saw him this time. He just falls, loses his balance. Boy, is he fortunate that that ball went out of bounds. Back-to-back plays, the interference, and then just losing his footing.
So here is Bates from
Michael Wilson. He's going to try to run in route, basic route, what we usually call it. And you see, as soon as he starts to break back in, he just slips down. Jacoby Brissett threw it right where he wanted him to be, and that's the little difference between the Rams offense and.
Boy, that's one the Jets would have liked to have had.
I mean, Douglas was all over it. I mean, you can't play press coverage any better than that.
Couple times today.
It's blocked. Picked up. The Titans have it inside the 30-yard line. James Williams with the block. And the recovery. In fact, Morgan Cox came up with the recovery.
Yeah, left tackle, you've got to take 2. That's how the protection works. And he's got to kick all the way out, slide out.
For Jamal Adams, he reads this play perfectly, gets to the flat, makes good contact, and doesn't wrap up and hold on to Harvey. This is an excellent job of the upper body strength, keeping his feet and his legs going to break that tackle.
Man of the Year award winner for Pittsburgh makes the play in the end, and Aaron Rodgers and this team comes bouncing back in a big way.